All right, we're back again today with a Benchmade to talk about that was loaned in from Gil over at Wild About Sporting Goods. Go check him out. Get 10% off if you buy anything from the website. Go check him out. I'll put a link down below. But today we want to talk about the brand new 710FE-24. A little bit about it. Anything new over here? Nope, same stuff. Okay. It's part of their blue class. They've got their gold class. They've got different things. And I also have an older Benchmade Griptilian. This was a special edition 551 something. I don't know. We'll talk about this in a minute. So this is a special anniversary edition for the access lock. Now, the Benchmade website, when you look up this one and it talks about it being the 25th anniversary of the access lock, which in that article says it came out in 1999, and the access lock was designed and whatnot by Bill McHenry and Jason Williams, who are knife designers. It's a father and stepson team of knife designers who created and invented the access lock back in either 1999 or 1988, depending on what interwebs site you go to. So I'm a little confused there. But regardless, maybe 1999 is when Benchmade bought the technology from Bill McHenry and Jason Williams. Maybe that's the distinction. I don't know. But the first knife to ever use it at Benchmade was the 710. Different, but similar. So fast forward to 2024, and you've got this new rendition of the 710, and it's pretty cool. I don't want to bias you or anything, but I don't love the flat earth coating on the blade or the pocket clip. To me, it just seems a little out of place color-wise. It's an S90V, aluminum scales, steel liners, access lock, redesigned or a little bit updated access lock. If you look at this, it's angled buttons or bar, really. Make it really easy to actuate. You can do it one-handed, no problem. It really just works well. And if you do two-handers, it works equally well, which is just a little bit different than before. Before it was just, or normally, it's just a round barrel, which is not as user-friendly one-handed. It works. It does, but it's not quite as grippy. Okay? So it's just a little tweak of it for this anniversary edition. The milling on the handles is really cool. There is lightning pockets inside of the steel liners, milled out and just drilled out because they're just speed holes. All in all, I think it's a cool knife. Runs $450 on the Benchmade website. On the Wild About Sporting Goods website, it's $405. And then you get 10% off. You can do the math. Again, I'm not trying to get you to buy it or anything. I'm just talking about how this one is a very fidgety knife. It is a big knife. It's much bigger than it feels and looks. Okay? You have almost a 4-inch blade, 3.95 from the tip here. If you measured from back here, you'd be over 4 inches. Runs great. This is new out of the box. And I've used it, kind of fidgeted with it for, I don't know, a couple of days. This thing is close to 10 years old. And I carried this a lot when I first got it because I got this way before I was really into knives. It was just tiptoeing in. And I got this as a gift. And this was my daily carry for a lot of years, actually. And then I kind of evolved up into the chaos that I am today. So You have 5 inches closed, 8 7/8 overall with a 3.95 inch blade, as I mentioned, 3.77 inches of cutting edge, very nice slight recurve. It's actually very, I don't know, I haven't compared it, but it's very similar to the RJ Martin Q36 SS as far as it is a recurve, but it's not an overly aggressive recurve. It's just very subtle. So I like that. I like a recurve. I like to be dramatic at times as well, but I like to be subtle at times. 0.016 behind the edge, 0.113 blade thickness. Overall thickness is just over half an inch at 0.507. Steel pocket clip. I do like the fact that they integrated the color into the pivot collars, but still to me, this flat earth coating just, I don't know, it just looks odd to me. Now you can get this in another model with a, I believe it's still the same flat earth blade, but then it's black anodized aluminum scales. That would make more sense to me. You can also, if you really want to step it up, you can go with a Damasteel blade and titanium scales, and that jumps you up to $1,500 if you can find one, because I think they're done with those. So you can get a little bit crazy with it. And if you want the black scales, you're going to pay $600. I'm not sure how we go jump $200 for black scales. Because unless I read it wrong, it's still aluminum scales. I don't know. All in all, this thing feels really good in the pocket, feels great in the hand, and is very fidgety. So let me give you a couple of quick size comparisons. I will put a Benchmade playlist up in the corner because I've done a ton of Benchmade. I do like Benchmade. I think they have lost their minds on pricing as of late. That was the Spyder Codelica. This is the Kubi KB237. And let me pull out my Griptilian here. This is the full-size Griptilian. There you go. This one just never really, I mean, it's loose, but it just never really had that drop shuttiness to it. I don't know why. I never took it apart. But yeah, it's always kind of bugged me a little bit, to be quite open with you. But this one, just boom, droppy. Let me know your thoughts. I know we have a love-hate relationship with Benchmade sometimes because of their kind of off-the-wall pricing. They are made in America, so you are going to pay for that. But I don't know. Is $450 decent for this? I mean, granted, like, yes, retailers have it for $405. But can we really base that? I like to base the pricing on what the manufacturer is selling. Like, that's really the price, because we got to be fair, because sure, you might get some retailer that has a big sale for $350 or, you know, whatever, right? So I like to just go by what the manufacturer says it is as my baseline pricing. So is this a $450 knife from any other company? And I don't want to dig into that and like get all gung-ho about it, but here's a custom out of Canada, the North Arm Skaha. Carbon fiber S35, custom made for $350, $375. I always say it's $325, but I think I looked and Alex and I paid $375. So I don't know. Custom in Canada, production in America, $100 more. Let me know your thoughts down below on that. I would love to have some polite and professional type conversations down below about the pricing. Thanks, guys.